First of all, MJF looking jacked as fuck.
Yeah, he came back all ripped and that.
I don't know where he found all this wedgeness. Jesus Christ, he looks.
That's what I like though. People go away and they come back and improve themselves, man. Rather than they go away and come back all slobby and all that stuff.
Yeah, ring rust and that bullshit. He's obviously been working himself non-stop since he's gone.
Yeah, definitely.
It wasn't that long, to be fair. I mean, it was a while, but Jesus, yeah, he's transformed himself, which is always good.
Yeah. I mean, an MJF match is actually rare. We haven't seen him in the ring in a while, so.
I think they said like 150, 160 days. It's been a long time.
Jesus.
Half a year, basically.
God damn. But yeah, I don't mind it because it doesn't make it a rarity when he does step into the ring.
Yeah, for sure. That's just kind of too rare though. But you're definitely correct with that. The ending was kind of weird. That he was egging him on. Yeah.
What was on with that?
Because I thought
they're starting something with what's the group called again? I can't even remember. The Firm, that's the one. Seems like they was doing something with that.
I thought they were doing a standard MJF heel thing where it's like he's pretending to have remorse, like, oh, what are you doing, and then he beats him up hard.
And then he's gonna drag him, yeah, but no, it didn't happen.
It just ended that way, and obviously Regal came out, dirtiest, greasiest man alive, knuckle dusters, and that was it. But it's like he was trying to protect Wheeler, and this is what I was saying a while ago. Wheeler might even end up joining them. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be an MJF turn. I think Wheeler's leaving BCC. I don't know. It was just weird, but I feel like there's gonna be some sort of mutual respect between them in some way, shape, or form. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but I mean, they teased. It was looking like MJF was teasing a bit of remorse, but who knows right now? Who knows? There's so much up in the air in this company in general, so they might be turning him, but I think it might be the reverse. It might be a Utah thing.
Yeah, maybe, or it's gonna be a swerve to the crowd before he does get his championship run.
Yeah,
so he's gonna maybe pretend that he's gonna be turning the face until he gets the championship, and then he's just a mega heel.
Yeah, and he's good at it, and people like him, so it will work. So
yeah, but whichever direction they go, I'm enjoying it at the moment. Their match was good as well, man. Yeah, MJF in the ring, he's better than expected. Every time he steps in, I'm always like, oh yeah, he's actually good. So yeah, good match and good feud.
Yeah, for sure. They've also got chemistry. They've got a past and that, so it was a good match. It went well. MJF is good in the ring as well. So, as you said, usually there's a give. They can talk when the matches ain't great, or vice versa. But no, he has got it all. To be fair.
Yeah.
So I look forward to his championship run.
Because he's definitely in the championship.
It's happening. Everyone knows it's happening.
It's happening, 100%. It has to.
Yeah, it does have to. You'll get it for sure. One person I don't get is Roosh. Roosh versus Hangman Page.
Yeah, let's get back into that. I don't understand Roosh. I can't get into him at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
And I've tried. I know you tried as well. It's just not happening.
I don't know what it is. It's just like it just does not connect. It's like it does not connect or translate well to American television, at least. I don't know where he's wrestled before, but it just seems off. I don't know. It's just something very off with the whole performance. Obviously, it doesn't help that he doesn't, he can't really cut a promo or nothing. But it's just a big disconnect between how they're trying to push him, based on how he was pushed before in other companies versus here. It's just not working, in my opinion. It just versus someone like Bandito, who we've seen once on AEW television, and everybody wants him signed. Everybody wants him there. It was a great showing. Versus Roosh, who's had all these matches, and I don't think anybody cares.
Yeah, literally that. Even when he debuted, they debuted him a bit weird as well. He was in a battle royal. I was thinking, how are you gonna debut him? And he's not in a main match straight away. He just came out randomly as well. I'm sure. They didn't make it a special thing for man. Man was just there. But yeah, even the matches he has had, it ain't been, gripping. I've just been like, okay, there hasn't been really much to it, or no engagement. I'm just basically just not into him.
For sure, I understand that. So there's not even any like a moment where it's like, all right, wasn't a great match, but this is the part to watch. But there's nothing there. Just there's nothing. It just kind of falls flat. It don't translate well.
Yeah, I feel like this match was it was alright because obviously Hangman just needs another win, so
Sure.
that's all I saw it as. I mean, but also in a sense of, yeah, I don't know. Hangman could have had a better match with someone else, I suppose. Since especially since he's about to be in a championship match, also I think he should have had a better pairing on a better match.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was what it was. Again, I don't have to see that match ever again.
Yeah.
I don't need to see that ever again. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I would have
that's
put
out of the way.
Hangman with someone better. But you know, it is what it is. I'm sure someone enjoyed it. Just Roosh is not for me
Nah, not for me either.
at all. At all. Yeah, they did a backstage thing with which you saw at the Death Triangle, and Penta's back in his Joker gimmick, man. Why does he keep going back to this?
I hate that.
Joker costume.
That's his worst costume, you know.
And he loves going to it.
He loves going to. Actually, if it was just a special, a one-off, then calm, fine, that's fine. But he bangs it every single time. He banged it so much, I actually hate the costume now. Every time I see it, I'm sick of it.
Yeah, me too. It's like a special attraction, but he does it all the time. It's not his best
man.
gear.
Not at all, man. This is worse gear now, man. I hate it. He needs to get rid of that. And his normal gear is fine, like. Yeah. So everything else is just annoying, man. Gets on my nerves because he's got good gear. I like that Batman one that he did. I think it needed to be a bit more black, but so it go. But it's a good one though.
And he's in a faction. So I don't get what you're doing this Joker thing. Your faction has nothing to do with that. You just
Yeah, for real.
Completely, like, it just looks so odd. It looks so odd.
Exactly, and I think it is because of the face paint. He's got hard face paint under the mask, that skull stuff, and then he's changed it to make this stupid smiley face thing that Joker has. So this doesn't look good. If he did the skull thing underneath as well as the smile across it might look better, but still, it just gets on my nerves every time I see it.
It looks stupid. The faction, I mean, they won the championships and they're just so discombobulated. They don't really merge up now. They don't, not any high stakes programming. They're just doing random matches, and you obviously got Tupac doing double duty now. He's got to defend both championships. It just since winning those championships, the booking's just gone to shit for them. You know?
Yeah, I think that's one of AEW's problems actually. I think most of the time when someone reaches the stage that they won the championship, that's when they go downhill, and it's like reaching the championship should be where you now progress and be even better than what you are and have the best matches that you've had. Obviously getting to the championship, the chase, and that is obviously where you're supposed to have good matches, but once you're a champion now you should be defending strongly. I feel like in AEW, once you get the championship, then it's like that's your ceiling type of thing, where it shouldn't be. It should be that's when you now up your game and you're doing even more. But I see it a lot. Maybe even on this card right here, you can see the champions. What are they doing? Like they're not having no big time matches. You got Tony Storm in a trios match. For what reason? Wardlow versus Brian Cage was alright. But where has Wardlow been recently? He hasn't been having no high stakes matches or even any good challenges. This was the first good challenge he's had in a while. Mm-hmm. So it's just even the damn tag team champions. Okay, they had a good segment, yeah, and yeah, of course they need to have their little celebration and that. But going forward, they best be doing something good, man. Otherwise, it's just gonna get on my nerves because yeah, once you win the championship, that's where you're supposed to blow past your ceiling and be a champion. I hate it when they just win the championship and now that's it. They're just stuck there and doing nothing. They need to be doing more than what they was doing previously when they wasn't the champion.
Yeah, it's more like a ceiling. It's like the end point. It's like once you get a championship, that's it. Right, you've hit the end of the journey. Well done, congratulations. Versus like, okay, now you've got the championship. Now you can go on like a monstrous championship run and do more. I mean, I think that's why the Kenny Omega championship run was so good, because he got the championship and it's like, okay, cool. Now I'm a belt collector. I'm gonna go get more championships. I'm gonna try and get that championship. I'm gonna defend this here and defend this one there. So it wasn't the end. There was loads more, and he was having top feuds. Back in the day, they would have some top feuds, but now it's just like you win a championship, that's it, back of the line. It's weird. It is kind of weird. They need to definitely sort that out again, because that's by going by the champions in this graphic. There's more champions, believe it or not. So I think they definitely need to get a grip to that. You either need to look super strong and have great matches and stuff, and be booked properly, or just be in some sort of meaningful feud. You don't want to get the Wardlow treatment. TNT Championship means nothing right now. Absolutely nothing.
Literally.
He's just in some bullshit. Mix up stuff with Joe and FTR. It's just it makes no sense, honestly.
That was so dumb, man. I hate Joe. I don't know what it is with Joe as well. I don't like this Wardlow thing. That's pointless and unnecessary. They're both singles champions. They should be doing singles champion stuff. Why are they in a tag team? That don't make no sense to me. Alright, cool. You got someone to back you up. Yeah, fine. Not that Wardlow needs that anyway. Man will murk the man by himself. So there's that. But Joe, I don't know what it is with him, but he's another one where he's come into the company and his run isn't what everyone has expected it to be. He's a bit been on the back burner, and when you do see him, it's not like it doesn't seem meaningful to me. I think it's this Ring of Honor stuff, you know, because every time someone's a Ring of Honor champion or something, it's like they get even worse treatment. It's like they just fall off more time.
Yeah, I think it's because with the Ring of Honor stuff, I think it's because you get dragged into a whole different divisions. For example, like someone like Daniel Garcia, without the Ring of Honor championships, he'd have to build up and he'd have to face someone of note to get a championship to spotlight him. So he might end up in a feud with Wardlow, facing for the championship. He might end up in a feud with Pac, facing for a championship, which would be, you know, must see, which would be, you know, high stakes feuds. But you bring these extra championships in. Like he just won that, and now he's got it again. No one's after that. No one wants that.
Oh.
So it's like, okay, now people that, you know, would have to fight up another ranking to get a championship just get championships for free. So it's just it drags you out of the contention, removes competitors, because obviously now the pure championship needs competitors. So it's just like it's like a rush goalie. It's like everyone just, you know, just go where you need to be for the time being, versus, you know, him being in a or even Jericho. He could be in a high stakes feud with Wardlow, feuding over the TNT championship. But why has it got to be? Because they got all these extra championships, all this extra shit. It's just like everyone's it's so divided. Everyone can get an opportunity at everything. So there's no real feel of urgency or anything, to the point where you're putting champions together like Wardlow and Joe. It's just weird. I mean, if that don't end in them turning on each other and having a feud, I don't understand the point of it. But even then, you got champion versus champion, as if there's not more challenges in the background. So there's no real win for that. And yeah, Joe since coming in, he's not the Joe I wanted years ago. This is a weird, stale, weird Joe. It's not what we need. And even he looks flipping bored on TV, coming out in his basic t-shirt, just looking off. It's just, yeah.
Stop coming out in street clothes.
Stop coming out in street clothes. You don't look good in street clothes, man.
Yeah, stop doing it. It ruins his what's his aura, man.
Yeah,
I don't want to see you in street clothes, man. Come out in your wrestling gear and look like a beast. I don't want to see no street clothes. Street clothes just makes him look like just a normal guy, man.
Normal guy.
I don't want to see that.
It'd be like Luchasaurus coming out in normal clothes.
Exactly. Like, you don't want to see that.
I don't need to see no aura of that. I don't want to see that shit at all.
What happened at the end of that match as well, by the way? That was some weird interaction. It seemed like they was staring at each other overly for too long.
Yeah, it's always weird. Every time they finish a match, it's just like, oh, is he gonna turn on him? And then it just, nope, we're good, move on. It's always weird, man.
It was an awkward interaction at the end of that match.
Man, they need to just end that. Stop doing it.
Yeah, for real. I think one thing that's wrong with the mid card championships is it's not everyone's in a set division. I think it's all over the place. If they had like a set division for each of these championships, then it would be more organized. But because everyone is just out there for anything, especially when you got a ranking system as well, the ranking system isn't dependent on which division you're in. It's just dependent on you getting wins. So if someone's getting bare wins, it doesn't necessarily mean, okay, cool, now I can go for the TNT championship. It just means, okay, I'm at the top of the ranking list, and I may get a championship shot for the AEW championship or something. I think if they had set divisions, so for example, say, let's just look at this card right here. If we had Darby Allin and Jay Lethal, they are two people that could be in the TNT championship division. If it was a division, then cool. You know what they're after. You know what they're going for. Whereas if they continue getting their wins, if I see Jay Lethal at number 1 position, I'm not going to be like, okay, he's going for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. He's not going to win it. I mean, if I see he's going for the TNT, I'll be like, okay, cool. He might be able to get that one, and etc. etc. I think it needs to be split up into proper divisions, so not just so it's easier for us to see and work out what's going on, but maybe even for them, so they can figure out what they want to do with these championships more and make the championships even more meaningful.
For sure, it's long-term booking that way as well. You don't have to book yourself in and out of a flipping maze. You can just have a division. These are those people in the division, and obviously they just work their way up. It gets rid of all this nonsense with this flipping open challenge crap. You can have a singular championship that does open challenge. It doesn't have to be every single one. But with a division, yeah, it makes sense. We know who's challenging for what. We know who's next. We know who's in the division. And then, yeah, I mean, again, you can have backstage segments. Let's say, oh shit, we got Wheeler in the TNT, but we actually want him to, face Pac for the Atlantic. You can have segments where he goes backstage and speaks to management or Tony Khan and says, I want to change my division. Or just have a graphic. Wheeler Yuta has changed his division, blah, 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 blah. And then he can work up, on matches, on Dark, or whatever he's got to do to get to the top of it and challenge. Like, it make more sense. You can't have wins and loss records and ranking system and open challenge. It don't make sense.
Yeah.
It don't make any fucking sense. And it doesn't make for good television. And here we are at this point, where there's 15,000 active championships, one ranking system. And even so, for example, FTR, they've been number 1 ranking forever, but you can't book them to take those championships too. They'll have 15 straps, so they're just stuck. We don't really know who's next in that respect. They basically just have to book it on TV there and then.
Yeah,
and it doesn't make for a good story. It doesn't make any sense. And yeah, again, someone like Wardlow, I don't know who his next challenger is. It's whoever he puts the open challenge out to, who accepts it or whatnot. Who's the pure champion next in line? Like who's the Ring of Honor championship next in line? Or is it all number one? So whoever's number 1 right now, let's say it's Hangman, is he number 1 for every championship in the company?
Yeah, exactly.
So you know what I mean? Who's number 2? Is he in line for every championship? Let's say number 2 is Darby, where he can go challenge for Ring of Honor. He can it doesn't make any sense. This is exactly why you need divisions, so you can follow along and the booking makes sense.
Literally that.
Because yeah, it's I don't know, man. I don't know, and I think for the time being, they need to get championships onto people who can showcase it. For example, this, one of these long-time stories they were telling is Luchasaurus versus Jungle Boy. Why didn't they have Luchasaurus go and get a championship already? Or something. Or one of them two can go get a championship, make the feud more meaningful. It's for championships now. It would make more sense for Luchasaurus to have it. Because, Christian, I've taken him under my wing. Since I've had him, he's got singles gold. There's 15 championships on the roster. And that championship can mean more. That championship will get more TV time and more, reputability or whatever. But it's just like versus I don't even know who half the champions are. And that feud, you need something. But I don't know. They need to sort out the rankings and the state of the championships in the first place. If you win it, you shouldn't be having singles matches with someone you're not going to beat.
And it needs to be people are actively wanting a championship. A lot of people, it seems like no one cares about the championships.
No one cares.
Wardlow's doing open challenges and no one's challenging him. What sense does that make?
Exactly. It's the same as the flipping rant we had before about the open contract in the ring. It's like the open challenge. There's a few open challenge championships.
The FTR one's fun because it's not meant to be showcased as a proper champion on TV like that. It's just a back burner, not back burner. You know what I mean? Like it's not meant to be recognized like that, so that's fine.
So they're not going to book it for a match or be on the rankings. Yeah, it's not meant to be there, whatnot. But I don't even count that one, to be fair. But there's championships on here. again, let's go after Daniel Garcia's championship. Who is popping up to say, I'm challenging for that? Who's like, I'm next? And who's got next? No one. There's no one until it's time to book it. Or
even who is a contender for next.
Exactly. So
like, you just don't know.
It's just, I think it's shit. You know what I mean? It's like back in the day, that's all people spoke about was championships. And if someone didn't have one, they were going for, number one contendership. Everyone was trying to get their chance to get a championship. But on this show, you got about 20 championships, and no one even cares. Open challenge. And the guys in the ring for ages, and no one even shows up for a while. And it's like, it should be. Oh, I ain't gonna get into that shit again. But yeah, it's not.
Well, you got open challenge and this bloody damn fake Ziggler or something, man. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like, don't make the championship pointless, like, especially when your champion is Wardlow. He's a big guy. He don't need squash matches no more either. He needs proper matches now. He needs to proper go with it, man. This Brian Cage one was like one of the better matches that he's had, where it's a proper challenger. The rest of them, he just powerbomb them and done. Okay, cool. The powerbomb thing's fine, but he needs to move on from that now, I think, man, because that can only go a certain way. It's either gonna be you're gonna continue basically having squash matches. That's not what you want. So you need to like kind of get rid of that, especially when you got so much more moves in your repertoire. Like, you don't want to be stuck with this one thing. Okay, you can have it in your even if you want to make it your finisher, and that's fine, but make sure you have the proper matches along with it.
Yeah, for sure. It's exactly what needs to be done. It's just that he needs to have more meaningful matches, a better length, and again, better competitors. He just seems to be fighting people where it's one-sided. He's not losing. I mean, even if he went against someone more reputable, I know he's not going to lose it just yet, but you need to feel that in a match, but it just doesn't come across that way. Why can't he feud Hangman? Why can't he feud like people like that, or Darby or something? Why can't he feud someone?
That would be a hard feud, boy.
Exactly.
Hangman clattered him last time as well, so
clattered him, so get your win back or whatever.
Exactly, that would be sick.
He just needs to be facing higher caliber guys and having better matches backwards and forwards.
Exactly.
Because he's the champion. He's a face. I don't believe he's going to lose at all.
Nah, yeah, they could even have Roosh in this position and trying to face Wardlow and get that championship. You know what I mean? Like, there's loads of people that can be facing Wardlow that have more impact in the ring. Like, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, maybe he might get beaten or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't need to see Wardlow versus Josh Woods.
Yeah, no, I don't need to see that crap.
It's just pointless. So yeah, that's what he needs. He just needs better competition. That championship needs to be utilized properly. But and again, it goes for all divisions. Look at like you said earlier. Look at the women's division. Like why are they in this eight woman, like 3-on-3 for what? There's one women's championship. Because you ain't getting Jade, so there's one. Why are you in a group for? What we in a group for? There's no women's tag team championship. So what are you doing group shit for?
Yeah, literally.
It don't make no fucking sense. It don't make no sense at all. And they need to cut it out. WWE used to do that shit all the time. And
literally, especially when you're trying to come in and say about women's revolution and that. Don't put them in matches like this then. Let them have their own chance and their own spots, rather than dashing them all together in a big match for no reason. What's the point? Exactly. It's especially when you're trying to make it about the main championship. So why are you all teaming together if it's a singles championship?
Exactly. And these matches are never that quality either. Just let them have a singles division. Just let them have singles matches. I mean, you can have a tag team match every now and then when it makes sense, but you don't need these 3-on-3, 4-on-4, 5-on-5 with one fucking championship. That makes no sense.
If they could have literally broken this match up into each singles matches if you wanted to. Mm-hmm. But they just dashed them all together. So yeah.
But yeah, it's just silly. Silly. Well, what I tell you, Jericho don't lose. Jericho does not lose. I swear to God.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
He just, in these type of positional matches, where there's something on the line or there's a risk, or it's about me versus you, he just don't lose. I mean, the win didn't really mean much in this scenario, but still, it's just, I feel like Garcia and Danielson could have done with that, but it is what it is. I mean, they're telling the story, I guess. Jericho cheated the shit out of it to win, so that's obviously going to push Garcia. I think they just need to pull the trigger on this now, man. It's getting boring.
Yeah, they're gonna run it into the ground with it, man. If they're going on too long with it.
I feel it's there now, man. It's just like you had that nice little. You had like his come up, you had the come up with Garcia. He was doing his thing. He had the entrance with the rapper and that, and he won the championship. I feel like it should have been there and then. That should have been his new chapter. Whether it was joining the BCC or saying, what, fuck you both, I'm gonna do my own thing.
Yeah, because it seems like you're going past the stage where it's gonna get the pop for it, because they're already sort of together type of shit.
They're already tag teaming.
Exactly.
and Jericho just drilled man with the belt. So it don't even. Oh man, honestly, it's just sometimes they just drag shit out too much. It just goes past the point.
Yeah, it don't need to be dragged at all.
We're way past the point where that would have got a fat pop and people would have gave a shit. Now it's just obvious. So just hopefully next week they just initiate it and just call it quits. They can have their final match and then separate the BCC and Jericho's faction. Just separate it. We're done.
Yeah, they need to done that feud off, man.
Oh my gosh! Because if you think about it, like from the beginning, like the people involved, it's been going on since the Eddie Kingston feud. It's been going on literally for time.
Ages, man.
So move this shit on, and it's hurting the BCC because they're real serious. And then you got Jericho and his goofy shit. It's time to just split it. Split that shit up.
Bro. And even so, because obviously last time we were speaking about it might be a swerve angle. Now Garcia cannot join Jericho anyway. He drew him with a belt.
Legit.
So even if he does go back to Jericho, it's gonna look stupid as hell. So now you're basically saying he's out of the thing.
That's what I thought. I thought, okay, so he's teaming with Danielson. So that's an obvious indicator that he's with Danielson. So it's going to be something on Danielson's side that's going to fuck it up. Maybe he, I don't know. But it's going to push him back towards Jericho. It's going to be backwards and forwards. Nope. Slam with the belt. So now it's like, if Garcia goes back over there, he's going to look like an idiot. So obviously he's done with him.
Yeah, exactly. It has to be. It can't be any other direction.
So this is the payoff now. That dead. They wasted it. They wasted it, man.
Yeah.
In my opinion, you had
they should have shot their shot whilst it was hot, man.
For sure.
I think they waited for it to cool down, and when they do shoot it now, it's not gonna be as impactful.
Yeah, legit. It's not. Well, fair, 100%. It's not gonna be because the wind's already out the sails, man. It's already done. I think he's just cruising now. What's the payoff now? Is he gonna turn on Jericho? He got licked with the belt. We already know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, to me the payoff it's not gonna hit as hard as it would have unless they got something else cooking in the pot. But that's just me, maybe.
No, I agree with you 100%.
Because I don't see what the payoff can be or what the big boost is. He's already with Brian. He just teamed with the guy.
Yeah, and cleanly as well. Like there was no shenanigans with that match that said, okay, maybe he's not gonna be with him. It was just straight up, just normal.
Legit, so
yeah, they missed their shot with that one, I think.
Big time. But that's down to them. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like the opportunity was missed massively.
Yeah. Now let's go back onto the women's match, because obviously Soraya finally got physical. What did you think of that? I think she looked so off, I feel like she's been way far. Well, what am I even saying? She's been away from the ring for too long. She looked like she was like just stepping in. She looked like one of them celebrities that step in the ring and then they do their little wrestling thing. That's what it looked like. Like she didn't hit it like she used to hit it. You know what I mean? Like she didn't look like a wrestler out there. She looked like a celebrity jumping in a wrestling ring type of shit.
It looked like a fan, mate. It looked like shit.
Yeah,
It looked like
that ring rust is hitting her hard.
His ring rust, she's all different. She ain't the same young, women's wrestler she was before. I mean, she's probably worried about injuring herself again. It's a different division, so she just ain't the same. I mean, it'll probably get better when she has a singles match, but yeah, it was looking hella off, man. It looked like shit. That's all I can really say on that. It looked like dog shit.
Yeah, let's leave that at that, and just see what comes of it, I suppose.
Boy, positive is it can't get worse than that dog shit, boy.
Yeah. But anyway, boy.
Can't get worse than that bullshit. That's for damn sure.
Literally.
But y'all, she just came back. Might be a different scenario when she has a singles match, but
yeah, I think that's what she needs if she is gonna have one. Because obviously she didn't take any bumps or anything, so that might be another indication that she can't. But we'll see. I haven't read no reports or checked any reports to see if she was ready for the ring or anything anyway, so...
Funny enough, today it popped up that she's medically cleared.
Oh, okay, well there you go.
But fucking hell, didn't look like it, but who knows?
Yeah, we'll just wait and see for that. Darby Lethal. It seems like they're doing that angle with Jay Lethal at the moment. Not that I care, but looks like he's about to be leaving his group. Or so it seems anyway. But yeah, who cares?
Yeah, I got no notes on Lethal. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a shit. I mean, he don't captivate. I mean, he's got his fans. I know that he's got some old school Ring of Honor fans and that. To me, you might as well be Roosh. I don't know. I can't see no energy for it.
He's better than Roosh. No, don't put that on his name. He's better than Roosh.
In terms of me wanting to see you on TV, I'm saying.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
In ring, he's way better than Roosh. Again, I know he can be good as well, but here he's in the category of with Joe. I just yeah.
I see him as an enhancer talent that he can, he's gonna make Darby look good in the ring, and that's what I see him as. Like he'll be able to put on those. He's a veteran, innit? So he'll be able to put on those good matches with people. That's what I see him as. I don't see him as no top talent or anything.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I see like he's one of like Matt Sydal, but like you want to see Darby versus Jay Lethal or Darby versus Kenny. Bust three nuts for that match.
Yeah, that's different levels, but
that's what I'm saying. So yeah, he's a good enhancer. He's a good body in a match, innit?
I'm just glad to see Darby in the ring again, innit? Having a match.
For sure.
That's what I took as that.
Yeah, I fucks with Darby heavy, so yeah, it's good to see him back and it's good to see him get a notable victory. I suppose it's a good victory for him.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. I just want to see more people getting their victories and being on TV, man.
For sure.
It's like Luchasaurus. I wish he had a normal match. I don't mind him having squash matches, but I've already seen that already, man. I want to see like proper matches from him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he barely has singles matches, so I want to see I want to see him go, man.
I hate when they do this with big guys. Where it's like, he's the big guy. He'll do the squash match in 2 minutes. He ain't got to do that every time.
Not all the time.
Let him build up. He's a great athlete, and that's what you need to showcase. He's not the guy that does one move. He's a great athlete in the ring. So get him some local competition that's as big as him, and let him smoke them. Or put him in triple threat or like handicap matches instead of doing one dude. Let him fight two notable opponents and bang them both if you want to make him look like a monster. There's other ways to make big guys look like monsters versus make him face a little pussy-o and batter him in 2 minutes.
Yeah, and it's not going to look that impressive because it's just
done with that.
Nobody. Yeah, exactly, we're done with that. We're past that stage with Luchasaurus especially.
And we got
he's
already
already a big tag team champion. Like we don't need to see that from him.
Yeah, we had Wardlow doing it. We had Murderhawk doing it in the same brand. So we've seen it elsewhere. We don't need to see it here from everyone. Luchasaurus can do other things.
Yeah, I think that's why a lot of them big guys get stuck in a certain stage because they just do this mainly squash type of action. Whereas if you see Wardlow in a big long match, like and he's having a proper match, I'm gonna be like, that match was hard. Wardlow is sick. Like he'll be able to show off his whole repertoire and all his skills rather than having squash matches all the time. And this is why I keep saying Wardlow is sick in the ring. Like people need to go watch his old matches that he had before. He even had a match with Luchasaurus, I'm sure, back in the days.
Yeah,
Like,
they did back in the day.
and that match was good, man. Like these people can go, and I want to see them go. So put them up in proper matches where we can see that. I want to see their talent more. I'm not able to see their talent in these short matches.
For sure, yeah, you need to get over their ability and everything else. I don't think you need to do this. Oh, he's big. He can finish you with one move. It ain't gonna work.
Yeah, man. Exactly. I get that.
Shelf life on it. It's like
yeah, for real.
We know you're just booking it that way too. It's just when they can do a lot more. Both of them, Wardlow and Luchasaurus, both massively athletic, got great moves in their repertoire. They both can go. So that's what they need to be doing, not just he can do one move. It's pointless. So yeah, that's what I'd say moving forward. Put them in more higher stakes matches. See, someone like Luchasaurus, he could face a Jay Lethal or Roosh.
Yeah,
that would be perfect.
Yeah, that's what's needed from them.
That would be perfect. So it's them trying to, outdo him because they're the veterans. They got the skill and all that stuff. And Luchasaurus is just not having it, and he's banging them up. Makes him look strong. Jay Lethal, he's decorated in the past and stuff. He's done his thing. So Luchasaurus beating him, that would be notable.
Exactly. Bring back someone who can take good beatings. The Elite Hunter. Bring him back, and he can take that match one time.
Elite Hunted. He didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing. I think he
literally
beat. I don't think he beat anyone, did he?
He beat Cutler and got clotted by
Gallows.
By what's his name? Gallows, yeah.
Elite Hunter. Rip, man, rip. Yeah, so I think that's what Luchasaurus should be. Even Samoa Joe versus Luchasaurus would make.
Yeah, that would be sick. That would be a good match.
So I think you should utilize the people that aren't really doing it in other ways, because there's someone who could can do with that. Again, Luchasaurus versus Samoa Joe. I would watch that calm. I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, for real. Because what it's seeming now, like before, back in the days, they weren't afraid to put people against each other and have clean matches. But it seems like now they're more afraid to do that. They're afraid to put. It seems like they're afraid to put Hangman against Luchasaurus or Hangman against a Wardlow right now. It's like because you don't want either of them to lose. Where as before they would put them together calmly, and Wardlow took the loss as we've seen before. So it's like they're afraid to do those big matches now. Whereas I feel like they need to do these big matches in order to showcase these talents more. Because people will forget that they had sick matches before, or maybe people are even coming in fresh and haven't even seen these people have these good matches.
Yeah, and people would generally just care less. Like for example, we were big fans of Wardlow, but since getting the championship, I couldn't care less about most of the matches he's had. This week was great with Brian Cage. That was great. Yeah, that's what he needed. He needed a viable competitor. But when they do these smaller matches and they put him in matches with people he ain't gonna beat. That you're going to lose to, sorry. It's just pointless. So you just have to keep it fresh.
100%. Sorry, my damn earphones are running out of charge. 1 second.
It's gone.
Cool. Yeah, exactly that. They need to be able to put these people in better positions, man. Because they can go and do their thing, man. Properly.
Yeah, legit. And yeah, I'm sure they will. Things will get better moving forward. I think as long as they take in input, it'll get better as things goes along. I think they're in a bit of a weird stage at the moment, but I think we'll get out of this thing, because it used to be the way we're talking about it now. It used to be they used to have it on lock. So as you said with the matches, they used to be a lot better. So I think they'll get back to that. It's just in a weird phase right now.
Yeah, for real. And the thing was, this is their 3-year anniversary show, and it wasn't that great for an anniversary show, is what I'm saying. If it's your special show, you could have done way better than what they did put on. I think it started off strong, but then it kind of died down going on towards the end, unfortunately.
Yeah, for sure. I keep forgetting this was the anniversary show.
Yeah, exactly. Could
have been a lot juicier, but again, with stuff going on, I guess this is what we got. But yeah, it was decent. I wouldn't say go out your way to watch it to anyone, but it is what it is. There was some decent matches on there. yeah, hopefully, it leads to a better show next week.
Yeah, for real. And not like we just roast Dynamite all the time, because we're big fans of AEW and we just want to see everything better and everything working smoothly. So on that note, let's try and leave the whole review on a better note. National Scissoring Day. I think that was the best segment in the show. They flowed so well and they were so good on the mic. It was so easy and smooth, man. They done that perfectly, and they got the crowd gassed. That was like a perfect segment for the Acclaimed.
Yeah, the crowd loves them. And this has got over naturally, which always helps, So people can get in more involved in it when it's something that they've come up with or they've got involved with in the first place. They are beloved. It was a great match they won it with. It's people want them as champions. It's something that you can look forward to amongst all the madness that's going on, and it's working. And I'm glad Billy Gunn's got himself deep inside that.
Yeah.
And it's working. It works. So I'm cool with it. And they
actually remind me of DX as well. Like they even got the DX style jersey going on there.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I like them, man. They're doing good. And I also like man like Swerve. He's getting his big heel heat, man. I like it.
Yeah, it's gone perfect for him. He's loving it. You can tell he loves the heel heat.
I
think he keeps siding with it, but Swerve loves it.
Yeah,
it's where he's best
needs it. Yeah, Keith can get his face cheers back, man. But he'll have to go against a man like Swerve, and Swerve has got the big boy heel heat. I don't think they're gonna get back as a tag team. I didn't expect Swerve be the one to challenge Billy Gunn. I thought Keith would have challenged him, but yeah, that might be a decent match as well. Because Swerve can go. He's had some good matches.
Yeah, Swerve can go. I watched. Oh yeah, when he had a match. When he first came in, I didn't really know too much about him. I wasn't watching NXT at the time, so I went back and watched some of his stuff. And yeah, he can go. So yeah, I'm looking forward to his singles career. So
yeah, same, definitely.
This will be great. I mean, in this heel position is probably where he's going to strive. So no matter what happens with this feud, it's going to be good.
Definitely. I've been waiting for that full goatee feel, man.
For real. And it's coming, I'm pretty sure. So
yeah, definitely. I think we covered everything, basically, or the majority of it. If we haven't said anything that we ain't said already, then oh well.
Yeah, well, we'll get to it next week. This is just a lot of stuff. More than I even had written down, so fucking be grateful, you pieces of shit.
Hey, and talking about pieces of shit, by the way. Well, first of all, thank you for the 1.5k views on a random ass video. But secondly, where's the subscriptions at, man? Where's the subscribes at? If you're listening to this now, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and follow us on this little journey we're going through.
Yeah, for sure. Don't give us 1.5 views and don't subscribe, you pieces of shit. Honestly, that's just fucked up, man. Absolutely
Literally.
fucked up. I'm trying to be happy about that. And I mean, you liked it. I appreciate you liking it, but not one person could hit subscribe. That's some bullshit, honestly. Some fucking bullshit. I'm gonna delete the channel. I see one subscriber by next week. The channel's gone.
I don't even know how it even happened anyway. How you get 1.5 views? I didn't even get that on my other channel, Faceless Entertainment. And
quick plug.
This channel has zero subscriptions, 0 subscribers,
1.5k,
1.5k views. What sense does that make, man? I hit that subscribe button, man.
Quick.
And go subscribe to Faceless Entertainment. Go subscribe to Duppy Star. That's our other channels as well.
Yeah, some gaming content, man.
Yeah, gaming content if you like that. Yeah, man.
But all of that shit. Not ask too much, man. They're not even capable of hitting subscribe on this channel yet. Trying to send them other places.
Yeah, nah. Focus on this one for now. If you're listening to this, hit that subscribe button, please.
Please. I need to keep the lights on. Come on, man. It's getting cold in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, as long as you're enjoying the content, it was just nice that you guys are obviously viewing it. It got likes. Obviously, you guys are listening. Even if you don't agree, I'm not the type of person that need it. No, we're both not the type of people that need it one way. So if you disagree, put a comment. We can discuss it. We can talk. Maybe down the line get some of you fuckers on here. But hey, subscribe.
Yeah, literally.
Let's start somewhere. Hey.
Yeah, let's start on a slow pace. Hit that subscribe and the like. But yeah, definitely get in them comments because we don't know whether what we're saying is, good stuff or not. Like we don't have no opinions on what we are saying. So it would be nice if you put your opinions in the comments.
And they will be
motherfuckers
immediately deleted. No jokes, man. Yeah, send it through. It's all love, man. It's just we all watch the same content, so it's all there.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, we're open-minded anyway. It's not all about we ain't saying our opinions as this is facts. It's a conversation. Yeah, obviously it is. Obviously
it's facts.
So if you go against our opinion, fuck you.
Basically. Long story short, that's how it is. So.
Oh shit.
Basically, that seems to be how it works on here. So
Yeah, man, jump in them comments, man. Sure.
Exactly. Jump in them motherfucking comments. But yeah, man, it's been good going over this stuff. Not a massively detailed show this week to take notes of. So we'll wrap it up there.
Yeah. Yeah, that was nice and smooth. Anyway, we went through everything that we needed to.
Yeah, for sure. So
and no match breakdown, man. Finally.
No, fuck that shit. It's done.
Yeah, fuck that. We're done with that.
They've seen it. We've seen it. Well, what am I doing match for match, man? You can go watch it again if you like.
Yeah.
I was talking about the parts that meant something. But anyway.
Yeah, that's the stuff that we needed to talk about anyway. I'm
finna whip this hoe.
A good Friday.
Good Friday.
Actually, let me not say the day. Let me not say the day because.
Oh, you fucked out now. They know we're late pieces of shit.
Yeah, we don't know when this is going to come out. We not mention any days in these videos, boy.
Yeah, exactly.
I say Friday. Actually, you never know. It might be next week Friday that this comes back up anyway. So.
That's true.
Let's not say no days because this goes up when it goes up. You ain't telling us anything anyway, so we ain't got no schedule to go by or. Yeah,
you want to schedule, you subscribe and let me know. You're going to watch it from a distance. You get this shit when I'm ready.
Exactly that.
Cool soil. Alright, sorry.
Exactly that. Oh, let's talk about fish. Fish is good. Fish is good.
How's that said pussy on you for a fish?
He's about to have himself a little, what is it, boxing match? Or is it an MMA fight?
I think it's boxing.
What happened to his Impact debut? He's gone from there already.
Who the fuck wanted him there in the first place? Honestly. I don't know why he went there. Or he thought that'd be worthwhile. He probably thought Triple H would call him in the meantime.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened with him, boy. But it definitely doesn't look like it's going his way.
So it's going boxing. I hope he wins for his sake.
Yeah, for his sake. Go and do your thing, man, and dominate your opponent. And hopefully you can get back in the ring and people can support you, I suppose.
It won't be me.
Nope. Not me either. Unless you're in Undisputed Era, then I don't care what you do.
Then you go back to your normal position of being ignored in the group. But you ain't Cole. You ain't O'Reilly, so yeah, that's I mean that's man. You're fish.
Yeah, for real. You went on Impact and tried to talk your shit, and no one gave a fuck.
No one gave a shit.
No one cared, boy. People was confused as to why you was there. Oh shit.
Oh dear.
You're too bad mind, man. You're too bad mind.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. Fuck it. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. We'll look at one of the matches and we'll probably cover it. I might even do a freaking live coverage of the match.
That might be hard, That
might be sick. But yeah, hopefully.
That might be sick.
Hopefully, again, for his sake, he pulls through and bangs his opponent, whoever it is.
Yeah, and if you man want to see that, comments, subscribe, like, all of that shit.
Come on. And with that...
See that nice little plug there.
I did. What's this little plug? I'm going the fuck home. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.
Done.
Done. Yeah, that was a good one, man. We'll catch up next week.
Yeah, that was a good one. That one was clean as fuck.
Clean as hell.
Nah, man, yeah, that was a blessed one.